Dynamic stretching, right? Those are the ones you want to do before your workout to warm up. Static stretching, those are the ones you want to do after the exercise as a cool down to prevent stiffness. The other one is called proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, right? And that's just an advanced technique for improving flexibility. Try not to stretch cold muscles. Try to warm them up first. Hold static stretches for 15 to 20 seconds. Okay, so that's like yoga, right? Avoid bouncing while stretching. Breathe deeply to enhance relaxation. Leg swings, right? Swing one leg forward, right, and then backward like a pendulum, right? Keeping your core tight, okay, and your back straight, okay? And then repeat 10 to 15 swings on each side, okay? So just do 10 to 15 swings. Like I said, I don't have a wall to hold on to, so I'm just kind of just swinging my leg. But so the leg swings will loosen tight hip flexors and hamstrings, and they'll prepare your legs for dynamic movement, right? Arm circles, on the other hand, those are great because they help you warm up your upper, your shoulders and your arms, right? So just stand tall, right, with your feet and shoulders, or your feet shoulder width apart, right? So shoulder width apart, make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, make sure you guys can see, okay? And then basically, you're going to extend your arms, right? You're going to make forward circles with your arms, gradually increasing to larger circles. Okay? And then you're going to reverse the direction, and you're after 10 to 15 rotations, okay? You're going to do the same thing, okay? Loosen them puppies up, right? Shoulders are important, you guys. Joints are important. That's why I'm showing you this stuff. Without this stuff, you're going to hurt yourself, and then you're going to end up, if you don't do this stuff, then you're going to end up having to stop your workout, and you might never go back, and you might just ruin everything. The arm circles, what's so good about those is they increase the blood flow to your shoulders, right, and your arms, and it improves your shoulder stability and mobility, right, and reduces stiffness, okay? Then we have the other thing, which is called hip circles, right? And I think that might be kind of important because a lot of people, I know a lot of people that hurt their hips, right? I hear it as I get older, right? But so just basically stand, with your feet slightly wider than your shoulders, okay? And then slowly rotate your hips in a circular motion, okay? Making large circles. Try to do 5 to 10 circles in one direction, okay? And then switch. So this improves your hip and lower back mobility, right? It engages and warms up your core muscles, getting you ready for your workout. Walking lunges, yeah, that engages multiple muscle groups, right? I'm not going to perform that one, right? But you're going to stand basically, upright with your feet, hip width apart, right? Step forward. So you're going to step forward with one leg, lowering your hips, okay? Until both knees are bent at about 90 degrees, okay? And then push off with your back leg to step forward into the next lunge, right? And then repeat 10 to 12 steps on each leg, okay? So, like I said, I teach a lot of my students. The one middle school class I have, it's funny because we did this, right? After I had them do all the stretches. They did the leg swings, they did the arm circles, a bunch of stuff, right? And then I said, all right, we'll do the leg lunges. So we're all literally walking around the whole class like ducks, following each other. They all follow me around like ducks. And I was all telling them, okay, we're all ducks now, so the whole class was ducks, walking around the class. Maybe I'll bring that back again this year. I stopped it because it was kind of too, we had too much fun with it. Those ones right there will activate your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and core. And it'll build balance and stability in your lower body, okay? And then the other one is the high knees, right? So high knees is you're going to stand tall, right, with your feet hip width apart, right? And then you're quickly going to just drive one knee forward to your chest, right? and then you're gonna switch legs again, boom, right? You're just gonna, this is high knees, right? And you're gonna pump, right? Pump those arms, right? And sync, right? With your legs, right? And then to maintain your rhythm, right? And you do that for like 20 to 30 seconds, about 20 reps, okay? And then all this stuff, if you guys need a better tutorial, I'm just giving you guys examples here. Just Google, YouTube it. Just watch a video. You know, if you don't feel like I'm explaining it clear enough, because I have to get through this stuff. But I want you guys to understand the importance, and I want you to understand what you have available. This is what you need to do. You know, you need to do these things, okay? Because all this stuff right here, right? Like this stuff right here, the one I was just talking about, you know, that's good for your heart rate, you know, and that's good for your coordination and speed and endurance. Hamstring stretches, those are going to be important, but I can't really do that one for you right now. So if you guys want to do that one, you can look it up. And actually, I just remembered that I did put, there's a downloadable sheet on here that has all the stretches. So you can just look up those on here. You can just download the sheet, and then you're good to go. Also, I have those downloadable workouts there too, and the food plan. So everything's there. There's no excuses. It's time to get going, okay? I'm taking away all your excuses now. Now you can't say anything. All you can do is you have to do it now, okay? Quad stretches. So grab your ankle with one hand, keeping your knees close together. Use the wall or chair to balance if needed, right? Yeah, so this one right here is the one I do, and it's good for the thighs and the quads. And then the last one on there is child pose. But before I show you, well, actually, before I talk about that, so I think the one they're talking about is this one right here. You just hold it like this. Now you probably want to have a wall to hold up against, but this is really good for me, for my, like I said, for my kneecaps, because it gets the hams, or it gets the thighs, and it stretches a lot of things out. So that one right there is a really good one to do. And then the child's pose is kind of, you're just kind of laying down like this. It kind of doesn't seem like you're doing anything.